So many people never tell you guys this, but the way a YouTube content creator's life works is that it will either send you on an unforgettable journey that will always and forever remain a part of your life and your very existence, or it will make or break you. I had no idea that this YouTube channel would go on to become everybody's favorite, but it has, because of the way I could tell these stories about your favorite characters, which I've loved sharing with you guys, because I saw beautiful characters played by beautiful people who deserve more of a chance than ever before. I was there for all the critical reviews they had received. I always believed they were the strongest people in the world, and I wanted to give them praise for that. I wanted to put them on these proverbial pedestals that they would never have to come down off of, and they would go on to solidify their legacies as some of the greatest Disney legends of all time. You know, I've never cared about Disney legend parking or the perks of being a Disney legend. I always just wanted to be a Disney legend because I know how much that means to so many incredible people. Miley Cyrus is one of the latest people to have that honor bestowed upon her, and she kind of makes jokes about it. I can't say that I really appreciate Miley for making jokes about being a Disney legend because there are so many honors that a Disney legend receives, and I would take great pride in being a Disney legend if I ever had the chance. That's always been one of my biggest dreams, to either have involvement with Disney or some other dreams like becoming a pro wrestler. But I would choose Disney hands down because of just how respectful fans are about how you feel about your favorite characters and all these unforgettable moments that we experienced firsthand because we were fans of Descendants of Zombies. We've been brought that much closer together. We feel stronger because of Descendants of Zombies and how much it's meant to each and every one of our lives and how much of a profound impact these stories of these beautiful characters have had on all of our lives. No matter who we are, we became the best of friends over Descendants of Zombies. We never cared what people were feeling. We never cared what people were going through. All we knew was that we just wanted to be friends with them because they loved Descendants of Zombies just as much as what we did. And I always wanted to showcase Descendants of Zombies for its true worth and its true value. So when it came to saying things about Kylie Control for her to watch or things about Ruby Rose Turner, who I love with all of my heart, I always wanted to say something nice. I always wanted to put it out there that there was never anything wrong with being a fan of Descendants of Zombies. It offered you encouragement. It made you feel more inspired than ever before. You could really go the distance because of Descendants of Zombies and how much you believed in it. You guys see the Wicked poster behind me. I'm going to be framing that in a couple of days because I spent a lot of unbelievable money and finances on this YouTube channel, and the changes that are coming to this YouTube channel are going to blow your minds because I've always believed that you guys have deserved the best reviews when it comes to your favorite stars and heard nothing but nice things about them. Because I think that a lot of people choose to criticize Descendants of Zombies without ever really understanding the appreciation that comes from being a fan of this. I've loved being a part of this. I've loved experiencing it. And if I was ever going to say anything about it, it was going to have to be something nice to give you something to believe in, to give you hope that things like Zombies 5 and Descendants 5 were going to happen. I may have never known that Descendants and Zombies at the time were going to blow up and become some of the most successful and by far the most popular Disney Channel franchises in history, because it really stands alone, but it has. And it all comes down to how you guys have well received it and how you respond to it. Because as a Disney executive, let's say this chair is the chair of a Disney executive and I'm sitting in a board meeting. I will present a concept to the Disney board and we will wait and see if you guys will respond to it phenomenally. And as long as you respond to it phenomenally, Disney will capitalize on that. They'll release an unbelievable line of merch. They will promote it with fantastic advertising on Disney Channel and Disney Plus to get you hyped. And you guys will respond to it with so much love. And that's exactly what you did with Descendants of Zombies. You gave it an overwhelming response, something that I will never forget experiencing, and something that I will never forget being given the chance and the honor to be a part of, because it gave me the chance to meet all of you. It really led me down a path that led me to all of you and gave me the chance to meet so many incredible people. I don't know, I don't have any idea if I'll ever go down in history for being a Disney legend, but I would love the opportunity to become everybody's favorite action hero or everybody's favorite guy on Disney Channel, because I used to watch these guys like Cameron Boyce and always have a dream of being just like them. And I say that because of how much they touch your heart. I always wanted to touch the heart of somebody out there watching these videos. I always wanted to touch the heart of somebody for being their favorite Disney Channel guy, because he was understanding. He understood what it meant to be a Disney fan or a fan of whatever you were a fan of more than anybody else out there. And I always wanted to have an appreciation for Disney fans to showcase on every video. That'd be the reason why you see all these beautiful stuffies behind me. I just recently added Bluey to the stuffy collection this morning. He's oversized. And to be honest with you guys, I haven't looked back since. I haven't looked back since because it means so much to me that the thought of touching somebody's heart out there means more to me than words could ever say. Having said something nice about Clarke and Ruby Rose Turner has made it all worth it for me, especially when it came to the Snow Angels music video this past holiday season, when you guys couldn't wait for November 14th to roll around just so you could watch that music video. And I had full intent of posting really great reviews about that music video, and I've posted countless numbers of them, probably more than anybody, because I wanted to give Freya and Malachi a chance because they were relatively new to the Disney program. They were really new, relatively new to the dance, and I wanted them to take home something special that they would never ever forget. So if they did indeed watch these videos, they could hear somebody actually saying something nice about it. Never about how catchy the song was, but just about how much heart they put into their performances, because they really believed in each other with all of their hearts, and they just wanted each other to be a part of something special and to share in these unbelievable moments. Like many of us did at the Worlds Collide Tour this past summer with our friends, posting selfies of ourselves at the concert and posting them all over social media because we were so proud to be a part of it. I never had the chance to attend the Worlds Collide Tour, but I can tell you this much. I had the time of my life, meeting so many incredible people that were brought that much closer together because of what these tours offered, and what this tour will continue to offer in the very near future, now featuring Camp Rock. We are setting ourselves up to be a part of something so special. Last summer will always and forever be a summer that will forever and always hold a very special place in my heart, because I got to meet all of you. And I got to share my opinion on Kylie, who I thought was the strongest person that I'd ever saw in my life. I got to share my opinion on Freya Sky, who's always held a very special place in my heart for her music and her dedication and her heart for all of you, making you guys feel a part of so many special moments. I always wanted to be the voice of the Worlds Collide Tour. I always wanted to be the voice in the opening monologues of franchises like Descendants of Zombies, because they offered so much. And you know something? What made those franchises so special is that every single time that you saw the stories, it was almost like you were seeing it for the very first time, because the story was told differently. The story was brought to life in so many unbelievable ways, and no matter who we were, we all took something special away from them. And we all came away more believers in Descendants of Zombies than we were from when we ever initially first watched it. You guys will never forget the first time you saw Descendants of Zombies, because it touched a special place in your heart, no matter who the story was revolving around. It could have been Zed and Addison. It may have been Nova and Victor. It could have been Red and Chloe. It may have been Mal and Evie. Regardless of who your favorite characters were or what your favorite general aspects were of Descendants, you will never forget the first moment that you had the chance to share in such an unbelievable, breathtaking journey that many of us will never ever forget, that will go on to hold a very special place in our hearts for forever. So as reviewers, journalists, critics, call us what you wish, our job is to say something nice all the time about your favorite stars, to offer you encouragement, that indeed their futures will include something special, and all of you will have the chance to be a part of it. I was always a Disney fan. I was so excited to watch Disney Channel every Saturday morning. I grew up when Disney Channel was really popular for shows like Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Phineas and Ferb, many others. And I feel like I've been a part of every generation of Disney, and I've been able to bring those generations back, and I've also been able to bring them to life for how I went on to become the greatest storyteller of all time. While my dream of becoming a professional wrestler may have never became a reality, I had one of my greatest dreams of all become a reality for me, and that was becoming a successful YouTuber and had the chance to resonate with more people than ever before. I took up the workout regimens to try to become a pro wrestler and drastically failed at it, and I had more success as a YouTuber sharing my story with so many wonderful people who would go on to love this YouTube channel with all of their heart and probably want this huge bluey behind me today. All I can tell you is thank you so much for all the love and support that you have shown this YouTube channel continuously, and you mean more to me than words could ever say, because I know while many other content creators will never openly admit this to you with an open heart and an open mind, I would never have had the chance to be here if never for all of you. I would have never had the chance to share all of my crazy stories with you guys about how I moved into a home near a soda plantation and a chemical plant, which I know could explode at any given moment. But again, that's what makes these moments so special, is that you have the chance to share in them with so many unbelievable people and always have a chance forever and always of touching their heart. I am so honored. I have never felt so honored to be a part of these conversations. I look forward to having many more. And if you are somebody who is watching a Jonathan Clarke YouTube video for the first time ever, or watching this channel for the first time ever in your life, I promise you that I will always give you something special to believe in, because my favorite song from the Zombies 4 movie was always Dream Come True, because it was setting us up for a beautiful future. That's what the purpose of that song was. And I know a lot of people have tried to review this song very differently from how I've chosen to review it. But it was setting us up for a future that was going to be incredibly beautiful, that was going to leave us speechless and always have a way of taking our breath away. And you guys have forever and always had a special way of touching my heart and taking my breath away for how Descendants of Zombies has made you feel. This beautiful love story between Nova and Victor, which many people can never seem to get enough of because they're so appreciative of their friendship. I myself was also very appreciative of their friendship and how they were there for each other every step of the way. There was an instant chemistry noticed by Meg Donnelly and Milo Manheim when Freya Skye and Malachi Burton first stepped into a room to audition for Zombies. They knew they had it, and they knew their roles were secured and their futures were pretty much guaranteed. Freya Skye is the next Taylor Swift. I don't care what anybody says out there, because she is definitely going to be the next Taylor Swift, or something far greater than Taylor Swift ever imagined she would be. I think that there's always a place in the conversation for the next Taylor Swift that belongs to Freya, and there's a place in everybody's heart that obviously has belonged to Freya for a very long time. There's always that one girl out there wearing that Freya Skye hoodie, like I'm wearing this Mickey Mouse hoodie today, who's never taken that hoodie off, because it makes her feel a part of something special and always makes her realize the chance of realizing her dream, much like Freya's, to entertain all of you. And I think as long as Freya wants to stand on that stage and continue to entertain us, we should find time in supporting her time and time again, time after time, because time is always of the essence, and time is forever precious, because we never seem to know how much time we have. And I think that was a beautiful story about how time is sometimes very precious, and we never seem to realize how time is the most precious thing we have, because the thing about time is time always runs out. The question is, what would you do with more time if you had it? I think I would go back in time and I would tell more people that I love them that I probably never had the chance to tell enough times to. And I probably would go back in time to fix many of my mistakes, because as I've honestly said to you guys, I am far from perfect, but aren't we all? And I think that if we have more time, we would choose to spend it more wisely with the time that we are allocated, and we probably would better ourselves. And I think Descendants of Zombies has obviously put that into perspective for us in so many powerful ways, just as it's made us stronger people, and we feel more passionate about Descendants of Zombies than ever before. I must say, some of these new dolls that have recently come out as part of the Descendants doll line by Mattel are very beautiful. And if you're collecting these dolls, I want to wish you the best of luck, because I hope your collection is just as beautiful as what many other people's collections are out there. I think that when you have a passion to follow your dream of collecting Descendants of Zombies dolls, or the Halloween costumes, or the books, which are also very beautiful, great reads. If you've never read the Descendants book series, I highly recommend it to you, because they are easy reads and they will definitely educate you in so many ways that you never imagined possible. There's also beautiful illustrations found within some of the books. I think there are a total of somewhere between 9 to 15 of these books, and a lot of bookstores deal with it online. So if you've never read the books, you should probably read them. I've often appreciated how books offer more detail and a more in-depth look into what franchises were really meant to be about. And I think that these franchises, Descendants of Zombies, has exemplified power and strength. I know it's made me a stronger person. It's made many people who watch these videos stronger people. And I think that we've learned from these lessons that were first taught to us by Mal and Evie, which eventually became Red and Chloe, because Descendants displayed their friendship and just how much it was valued. I've never cared about how people have felt about Red and Chloe in the way of criticism and what may have happened backstage at the Worlds Collide Tour, because what matters most is how you feel about Red and Chloe's story, how you feel about Kylie and Malia, and how strongly you feel because of them, and the story that they share with you for the first time back on July 12, 2024, which was a story that changed all of our lives and will continue to change our lives and significantly impact it for many years to come. I have loved being a part of these moments and sharing in them with so many unbelievable people, and you guys will forever hold a special place in my heart, because I got to be a part of this soundtrack, and I got to be a part of your lives, representing you as your voice of Descendants and Zombies, which is something I look forward to doing in the near future, because we never seem to know what that future has in store. But that's the most exciting thing about it, is never knowing what the future has in store. Do you guys think that I imagined that I would buy that huge Bluey today? but I did. And I did it because I'm very passionate about all the characters Disney created over the last 100 years, having created over 15,000 characters, and so many beautiful characters from Descendants of Zombies with that, which fits significantly into the new Disney era. They are the last of a generation. They should be celebrated, and we should celebrate them together because there's no better way of celebrating such a phenomenal generation of talent who still may have a long way to go, but it never means that they can't get there without the love and support of every fan of Descendants and Zombies. From wherever you hear my voice this evening, thank you so much for always and forever having chosen this YouTube channel as your favorite Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel and feeling as strongly about Descendants and Zombies like you have, because we still have a long way to go. The way I choose to look at this is this journey is far from over, and why should it ever have to be over when we have such a special place in all of our hearts for Descendants and Zombies that will continue to remain with us and be a part of our lives for a very long time. Thank you so much for always having made this your favorite Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel, and thank you so much as always for having watched this video.